My name is Joshua Howland, and welcome to another Industrial Organizational Psychology Bootcamp. We're going to go to the very basics of human motivation here to talk about something that can be a source of contention for some employees: the pizza party. Pizza or food in general as a reward for employee performance can facilitate positive performance and engagement, but there is some negative connotations around this that we should dive into. So, the motivational theory we're talking about today is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Most people are somewhat familiar with this motivational theory as it's covered in general schooling. But at the bottom of the pyramid, you have your physiological needs such as food, water, air, and sleep. Next level covers safety needs such as personal security, health, and even financial security. After that, you move into the following three layers, which involve love and acceptance, then self esteem, and finally self actualization, or the desire to problem solve and fulfill one's purpose. So if food is such a great motivator there at the bottom of the pyramid, then why do pizza parties get such a bad rap? Well, generally food availability increases engagement and performance. Multiple studies have shown access to food and refreshments can improve overall employee satisfaction and engagement. If you go even further, you can find that access to healthy food and drinks can also even further increase engagement even more because you have lower sick time, you have lower employee time out of the office, stuff like that. So if that's all true, why is there such a negative perception around the pizza party? Well, the challenge comes when the first layer of Maslow's hierarchy is met, and then further layers aren't. So very few people will turn down free food. In fact, as a leader, I've utilized things like a pizza party as positive reinforcement myself for performance. But it only worked well because other needs were being met. If that free food is in place of reasonable financial compensation or there are other support needs as well, you risk the perception that your employees may think you're providing food in lieu of other benefits that are of greater or equal value to the individual. The challenge is you have to make sure that essentially the appreciation, the pay and those other factors are also reasonable. You can't kind of overlook those factors just by providing something like a pizza party or other forms of food-based motivation and engagement. That being said, when you have all those things in place, despite some of those jokes that exist and different memes about things like pizza parties, most employees will appreciate food, whether that's as a reward or just as something that's, hey, this is a nice thing that you can have access to that we're providing as an organization or as a leader. So it's important to keep in mind the factors that result in those negative perceptions when you are trying to provide benefits to the employees that they might enjoy. Now, that being said, thank you so much for watching. This is another Industrial Organizational Psychology Bootcamp, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your week.